Video is what I want to see because I haven't seen it. I've been waiting to watch it with y'all. This is, I'm talking about GT3 RS versus ZR1. There's a debate on the internet. There's a lot of cope. I'm on the GT3 RS side because it's not 1,200 horsepower, but I respect the fuck out of ZR1 because it's fast as fuck. So let's do it. Bow! That shit hard. That's a nice car.
These are three of the quickest track weapons money can buy. And the similarity ends there. For example, the Corvette ZR1 makes 548 horsepower.
More
than the Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
And that's like, people were in the comments like, oh yeah, but the Corvette did this time because the engineers drove it, not actually race car drivers. The car has 500 more horsepower. You know what I'm saying? It's faster. So pair it with the capability. Like if there was the let's wait for the GT2 RS. All right, but let's go.
And the RS
I still want to see because I don't know with this video. I don't know what happens.
Less than the Mustang GTD.
That shit's nice. All three are fire. I'll take all three.
Those differences when it comes to performance.
Have you driven a GT3 RS? No, but I've. Is that Ray? Like, are you trying to be funny?
Three cars posted lap times around
that just coincides too well.
Mere seconds apart on different days, in different weather, with different drivers.
This man.
That then is a tie, and nobody likes a tie.
This guy drives the fuck out of cars.
We're going to settle a score today, right here at Sonoma Raceway. An incredibly challenging track.
Shout out to 6 Day for the tier. I appreciate you.
Extremes of the ring has the kinds of turns that you'll find at tracks all over the world.
So we'll strap some testing equipment to the three cars and get lap times on the same day in the same conditions with
the same driver. Oh, this is fire. This is gonna be fire. Yo, get your popcorn. Do I have popcorn, bitch? Do I got snacks? Hold on, bro. Yeah, what y'all want? What y'all want? Huh? Y'all want some little bites? Y'all want some goldfish? Y'all want some crunchy much? I might eat crunchy much. Fuck what y'all want. I'm eating crunchy much. Let's do it! Let's get it! I'm tuned in, I'm tapped in, tapping in.
SCCA Hall of Fame legend, Randy Popes. I am probably Jason Camisa, and this is Ultimate Lap.
Look at that fucking GT3 RS, bro.
That was my last Nomex.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little biased towards the Porsche because I'm a Porsche fanatic. I love Porsche. But I respect all three cars, and I would buy all three cars. I'm not really interested in the GTD like that, but yeah. Pass me a Miller Lite, I got you.
Camisa's Ultimate Lap Battle is driven by HAGERTY. If you have a special car, you should consider.
Let me get some nuts, Jay. Ban him. Get him out. Get him out. Hello? Oh, that's Aston.
HAGERTY.
I'm just joking. Don't ban him.
It is insurance for enthusiasts by enthusiasts, which is why HAGERTY is the most recommended brand in the business. Not just by me, but by other customers too.
Wait, they got insurance?
Also, what other insurance company would let their media team get away with this kind of stuff? Look, we're gonna have some fun with this, obviously, but Ultimate Lap Battle is the closest thing you'll ever see to a scientific test. What you're gonna see is a dissection of each car's fastest lap, which will record using video and also data logging.
You always getting full.
Each car gets exactly the same treatment.
Hey, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fresh tires as delivered by their manufacturers. And by the way, we're doing this to settle a score that the manufacturers themselves started in Germany.
At Nürburgring.
The Nürburgring's hills echo with screaming engines and lap time brags. It's Porsche against everyone else. The 911 GT3 RS is the unanimous bogey, a giant.
Those fucking magnesium wheels are one of the best stock, straight from the factory wheel designs ever. I don't care. Now, BMW does have like all around, like the most consistent, best wheels, I ain't gonna lie.
In every
but
metric,
these are just
including
crazy.
And especially its lap time at the ring. If you watch Ford execs talk about their new car, they'll say the word Porsche more than Mustang.
Yep.
Ending Porsche's complete dominance in motorsport was absolutely the goal of the Mustang GT3, the race car that forms the basis for the road-going GTD.
Wow.
General Motors is perhaps a little more subtle in their targeting, but it's the same story with the Corvette.
Does it have
ZR1.
mismatched seats in the interior?
With the stated
What's the
goal
significance of
beating
that?
each other, each of these companies has likely spent millions of dollars demonstrating their creation's performance potential at the German Green Hell.
And
Guys, is Green Hell the entire Nürburgring, or is it a certain section?
great effect. The GTD posted the fastest lap time ever for an American production car around the ring, becoming one of just a handful of cars to ever complete that lap in under 7 minutes.
Sub-7.
Only to be beaten by the ZR1 a month later by an
How much horsepower does the GTD have?
Significant 1.3 seconds. Both of these cars are right on the heels of the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, whose lap time is 1.4 seconds faster.
Which has 500 less horsepower. Sorry.
Than the ZR1. Meaning the spread between these three cars is a tiny 2.744 seconds, which on a nearly 7-minute lap is nothing.
And while the ring lap time is a thing, the outrageous speeds there mean a lap time around it isn't directly comparable to any other racetrack in the world. Sonoma Raceway is, and it's a much better yardstick. It has it all. Fast corners,
Straights.
slow corners, long corners, kinks, S-curves, and of course, straightaways. But not too much of any one thing to reward a one-trick pony
Oh, that's
like
fire.
some other tracks.
Wow.
We'll measure
This is
the
gonna be a
ultimate
good- yeah, this is gonna be
performance
good.
for each of these three cars, and then we'll
GT3
slow
RS
that
is literally
race
made for
down
track.
so
All
I
of them
can
are made for the
explain
track.
to
What are you talking about?
Not just what happened, but why and how. To make the whole race happen, we've cloned Randy Pobst. There are now 3 of him.
And when I drive, I always use a Valentine 1 radar locator, so I can find the radar before it finds me. Have any of you ever considered not
Nigga, is he
speeding?
wearing Louis shoes? What the fuck are those?
No!
HAGERTY does not condone speeding on public roads for any reason whatsoever. Camisa's ultimate lap battle is filmed entirely on a closed race course with no speed limit.
Smart,
If your
very
urge to
smart.
speed lasts for more than 4 hours, please seek medical attention immediately.
Very smart.
Anyway, back to the cars and that benchmark Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
It is lightweight, it is reliable, it has a naturally aspirated high revving engine, aero,
Yo, chat, real quick, before we even get into this, right? If by chance the GT3 RS loses, right? Do you think that it is a fair battle between the GT3 RS and the ZR1, considering the ZR1 literally has 500 more horsepower? Just curious.
easing handling, and great steering. It's an expensive car, but it does so much more with so much less
That shit is
that it
gorgeous.
rewards its driver every step along the way.
I saw the ZR1 in person at Disney. That shit is disgustingly good. Beautiful.
And it's not just about feel. The GT3 RS is capable of incredible lap times, and the Porsche won our last lap battle episode, so it's back to defend its honor unchanged.
Nigga.
The Corvette.
Let's
also
wait for the
returns to
GT2
ultimate lap
RS,
battle,
bro.
But it's not unchanged. The last time we had a Z06, this time we have the ZR1, which adds 2 turbochargers for 400 additional horsepower.
Crazy.
That means this boosted 5.5-liter flat plane crank V8 makes twice the power of Porsche's 4-liter flat 6 and nearly 2.5 times the torque.
6 months in advance. I appreciate you, SV High. 1,064 horsepower, 828 pound-feet of torque, bro.
Powerful car here, the ZR1 is a bit of a bargain. With just its performance-enhancing options, it costs some $85,000 less than a GT3 RS. And with the savings relative to the Mustang, you could just about buy a second ZR1.
Yeah, the GTD being 400K, I don't understand that shit.
The ZTK track package, which includes an aggressive aero kit, stiffer
Look at that
suspension,
wing. Oh
and
my-
the same Michelin Pilot Cup.
Look at
2
them, look at
tires
them
as
bald
the
ass
other
tires.
cars.
That's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
New for 2026,
Carbon
it has
rims.
10-piston Alcon and 6-piston rear calipers on 16.5-inch rotors.
Damn.
To help address one of our few complaints about the Z06.
Oh boy, stop. Oh, not stopping like I'd hoped.
Suffice it to say, the Corvette is ready for a rematch.
Based on a big and heavy sport coupe, the GTD is closer in weight to an F-150 than it is to a 911.
That's hilarious.
Well, I'm going to say that again because I think it bears repeating.
That's hilarious.
The GTD is closer in weight to an
I think
F-150
I'm underrating the fuck out of this car though, because I don't know.
The 911 GT3.
I remember when it was coming out.
Then I'm going to say weight isn't everything.
It wears carbon ceramic brakes, carbon fiber body panels, and has a track width nearly 4 inches wider than a standard Mustang.
Damn.
And that's not actually the biggest change. The GTD's transmission has been relocated to the back of the car,
Whoa.
where it's met with pushrod inboard shocks visible from inside the cabin.
That's
and
fire.
A 2-ride height, 2-spring, fully adaptive damping system.
Damn.
The changes up front are only slightly less dramatic. Ford ripped out the base Mustang's strut front suspension in its entirety and replaced it with a completely different control arm setup.
Jeez.
This is the scope of changes to a front suspension that we've never seen before, with one exception, that generation of 911 GT3.
All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yo, I appreciate that. I don't know how to say your name, but I really appreciate you.
Mustang does more with more. This is an 815
Sahi?
horsepower dry-sump supercharged 5.2-liter quad-cam 32-valve V8 that makes 664 pound-feet of torque, almost double the Porsche's.
Ford has thrown literally every cost-no-object trick in the book to turn this relatively inexpensive street car
Those are nice wheels.
into an outrageously expensive, record-shattering, road-legal track weapon. And so finally, it's time to show you how well it all worked.
All right. Again, before we get into it, it's just, I don't think people are realizing how insane it is for a car with half the power to even be in the conversation. That's pure engineering. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, for Ferrari V12 or S63 V8 or Carrera GT. I'm going Carrera GT. But I want all three.
Each Randy has gotten a full warm-up lap, and they're all on their way here at full race pace. The clock is going to start the second they cross that line. Here they come, and go!
That's fire. That's fire. Their editing is insane. Wow. Look at that suspension setup.
Ooh, I'm not telling you who won just yet. Let's go back.
Okay, I have a question. There's no such thing as stupid questions, right? But that sort of suspension setup where the coilovers are like horizontal instead of vertical, how the fuck does that work? I can't put my mind around it. I can't get it.
Dissect what happened. So you not only know which car won, but how.
How? Damn! That's MPH! That car is fast as fuck. I want one.
Okay, I'm over here in turn one with a bit of a
Look at this!
Because we're measuring
They got the Forza racing line in this bitch.
not standing lap times. The cars cross the start line traveling at different speeds.
That's OD.
Vastly different speeds.
Look at how fast!
Man, right here on the chest. This thing goes.
He started at 143 there.
The Corvette was quickest at 143
This is probably
miles an
120.
hour. The Mustang was 12 miles an hour slower.
And the GT3 is at 120.
Was 4 miles an hour slower
Oh.
still.
Oh yeah, close. 129, 5, 7? Yeah, whatever. Look at that bitch.
And yet, as you can see, the Porsche is already back up to second
Look at how bro, that shit, sorry.
place. And that's because it was able to carry its speed deeper into the corner.
This is fire.
So as usual, speed is king. But at Sonoma, it's not everything, because that front straight ends just about as quickly as it begins. In fact, Randy had already lifted for turn one by the time he crossed the starting line. There's no time wasted here. In cars this fast,
This video
especially,
is fire!
Sonoma's wild ride starts like now.
Who is their team?
The arrow works. The arrow works.
Yo,
Caught up that darn ZR1. I got you, Randy. I got you.
this is fire.
It may look like
This is fire.
but turn 1 is actually
Imagine
a
the
long
GT3 had like 800 horsepower. Give it a few more months. Wait till that GT2 RS comes out. It's a GT3 with tedibles.
increasing radius sweeper that gains in camber as it shoots you 14 stories up this hill to turn 2, catching the car in the process. The tough part is not overslowing.
I want to hit this track in the game. Oh shit.
The next biggest challenge is getting slowed way down for turn 2, which is this right-hander that would be a jump if you could actually get through here quickly enough, which of course you can't. But all 3 cars arrive here
Look at
within
this.
1 car length, meaning the Corvette's massive speed advantage has already nearly evaporated.
Like this diminished.
Coming in hot. Oh, that Randy Porsche guy has caught me. Oh yeah? See me, Randy.
Damn, man, that shit just leaves.
This complex
So-
is Sonoma's way of really quickly separating the
Look at how cool that looks. I'm about to cry. So, did they go back on the track and race all 3 cars just for like the rollers, or are they editing this? Because this is fucking crazy.
good from the great, and it rewards stability because the cars experience G-forces in all 3 dimensions.
Oh my, bro, this, wow.
Then you add in camber changes and bumps to the mix. This really taxes the suspension.
Man, this car's good in 2. Little bouncy over the top. I got a mirror full of Mustang here. Whoa, bouncy, bouncy. Whoa, come on.
I love how they're playing along with it too.
Hold on, I got that GT3.
The ZR1 rockets away to the highest point of the track.
Oh man, there's that squirt off the corner. I mean, just like beam me up. Wow.
So does the GTD. It actually pulls the lead against the Porsche here.
No!
For a split second only though, because the Porsche takes it right back.
Oh, all right.
Does the Mustang's mass
I'm totally not biased. I'm not biased.
overwhelms the motor in its steering rack.
Oh, no. Whoop. Oh, no. The steering, I can't keep up. Can't keep up in that tight one. This car is light, quick, and it's got such a stiff body structure.
I'm gonna cry, bro.
Feel of quality, I tell you.
Sonoma is no joke. Let's recap for a second. We've had speeds as high as the mid-140s and then down into the 50s. We've climbed as much elevation as a tall apartment building. We've had on-camber turns, off-camber turns, bumps, and half of a jump, and yet we're only at turn 3. This place means business. By the way, the cars are so close to one another that this could absolutely still go
Anyway.
Forward, quick on the way in. No match for that ZR1.
Yo, I'm locked in, chat. My bad. Hold on, I'm locked in.
Wow. Oh, that turn
Look
slows
at this.
Downhill. The weight cannot be hit there. Here we go.
Yo.
Lordy, I gotta lift a little off, fly right off the 5.
The speeds pick up big time after turn 4, with some cars able to make it through turn 5 under
Flat
full
out.
power, provided they can put the power down given the lateral loads and the bumpy pavement.
Oh man, look at this ZR1 go. But I'm flat through 5. Oh yeah. But he's still, that combination of power and traction is devastating in the ZR1.
Woo! Yo. Oh.
Now it's a 2.5, I gotta lift. It ought to be able to go through there flat, but I gotta lift.
On the map, turn 6, or the Carousel, is just a long left.
The Mustang GTD is just a fat bitch. GTD stands for. Oh, bitch, never mind.
Being Sonoma, it's not that easy. It starts with the pavement suddenly dropping away right in the braking zone, meaning you'll have to get woed down before the ground falls out from underneath you.
Into the Carousel.
Come on, Porsche.
I'm
Please.
Good balance. Yes.
This Corvette is sick, though. It's a serious
The
car, bro.
Carousel is a long 200-degree left-hand bend that drops 7 stories in the process. With speeds just under 80 miles an hour, aero isn't yet a major factor. And so ultimately, this is a test of the tire's grip. Here, it is the Porsche that's the grip king, averaging a neck-wrenching 1.54 G of lateral acceleration.
Grip king, fire for that.
Landed in the Carousel. What's with the high-speed understeer? If I were God, I'd put more aero in the front of this car.
Wow.
Carousel. Oh, come on, come on. The GT3 is getting away. I can't catch me. I can't catch me.
The Carousel empties out onto Sonoma's.
That Corvette is gone.
And for a short while, it's all about power, power, and more power.
Look at that shit just climbing the numbers, bro. What the?
DRS, drag reduction systems that move their flaps and wings when on a straightaway. That minimizes downforce and, more importantly, aerodynamic drag. And that means more speed.
Like the rockets, let's go.
Yo, that ZR1 is serious, bro.
That's for measly triple-digit horsepower.
Oh my days.
Hey, speedometer looks like I just won the lottery.
142.
Now I can drive off turn 6 onto the straight.
That shit is so sexy, bro. 128. See, it's crazy.
Ooh, that supercharged mill runs good. 800 horses. Not enough. Not gonna be enough.
132. Yeah, it's horsepower really comes into play.
Ooh, stops well for 4,000 plus pounds.
The car's really 4,000 plus pounds.
It's so much faster that it winds up more than 200 feet ahead of the Porsche.
Jesus.
It's 1.2 seconds behind by the entrance of turn 7, but because the 911 is traveling...
It's crazy because Chevy really just mad because like the Z06 didn't do shit. So now they went and got their bigger brother, the ZR1. But wait till the GT3 go get his bigger brother, the GT2 RS. Just wait.
14 miles an hour.
By the way, Kai and his girl broke up. Nigga, I am a grown ass man. What does that have to do with me? You want me to get messy? You want me to spill tea? What the hell?
Lower, Randy will be on the gas for an agonizing 1.8 seconds after the Corvette hits its brakes.
That is unfortunate though.
Even the brakes aren't enough to reel that guy in, and this
Yo, Petro, chill with that.
brakes ever.
That could be your opinion, but you ain't gotta like. I mean,
The 6 corners that comprise the S's are easily the hairiest part of Sonoma Raceway, and that is for a number of different reasons. First of which is that the speeds range from high to horrifying. And then there are concrete walls everywhere.
that car's a rocket, bro. I'm gonna predict that it's gonna end up just like this. ZR1, GT3 RS. I have faith in my Porsche. I have faith. That GTD is dirt. It's cool though, but it's.
Well, this thing is responsive in the S's. That aero is working. Yep. The Mustang hides its weight well in transitions.
Then the track opens wide up and fools you into thinking things just got a lot easier, when in fact they got a lot worse, because the speeds go way up, but the next 2 corners are blind. And if you can't see all the way through, you don't know whether you've come in offline or too quickly until it's too late.
This is fucking, this production quality is.
Those many concrete walls. Woo.
What, the ZR1X is gonna have 2,000 horsepower? I'm rage, man. Isn't the ZR1X already out?
No fear. What a sweetheart to drive.
That car, it's a beautiful car.
Where am I in that ZR1? Come on, GTD. Let's use that aero in the S's.
The Corvette doesn't have active aero, so Chevy had to choose.
Shout out to Aero Racer for the 4 Mizzy.
Downforce and top speed. Still, at its
my bad. Let me hear what he just said.
Compromise. The Corvette doesn't have active aero, so Chevy had to choose a compromise between huge downforce and top speed. Still, at its 137-mile-an-hour speed through this corner, the Corvette is generating over
Look at this
500
space,
pounds of
bro.
downforce. The Porsche and Mustang are each making nearly
1,000
pounds of downforce here.
Shit.
Randy is flat out in the Porsche.
Wow.
Come on, need more power. I can't even get to the cornering limit here at 9.
Flat out, bro.
But in 10 I do. Oh yeah, it's good in 10.
Wow.
Downforce.
Wow.
This car corners.
Wow.
They're pulling me. GT3 a little, but the ZR1 is not gone.
Randy's made it through the S's unscathed.
Yo, this is the kind of video as a kid you'd be like, yo, how did they get 3 of him? For sure.
There's not a second to relax at Sonoma, and so now he's greeted with the biggest braking zone of the whole track. He'll have to get from 130-something miles an hour all the way down to 30-something for the final hairpin.
Look at them peach rings.
Oh yeah, I got those Randys covered in turn 10. GT3's got that downforce.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
got the brake zone.
Unlike most braking zones on most tracks, this one isn't just a measure of braking ability, it's also about drivers' confidence, because instead of loads of runoff, any miscalculation in
You
braking
fuck it all
distance
up.
will put you right in an unforgiving concrete wall.
Brake zone. Oh, great brake button. Man, the ABS. Give me the brakes back. Give me the brakes. Stops better than I thought. Man, I had to back off just to keep the speed up.
Now down in second gear, these cars all have enough power to overwhelm their rear tires. So the second half of turn 11 is a matter of managing the rear end and drifting all the way left without kissing the concrete wall there.
Wow, that car is moving.
Where'd he go? Oh, man, I need 6 turbos and a time machine to catch that ZR1 now.
Bro,
Down the hairpin, a little bit of a push. Power down. I'm damn near flat. It's using all 800 horsepower.
Now all that's left is the short straight to the finish.
if it's a straight, the GTD might pull back. Because how much horses does it have? 600, 800? How much does it have? It might pull back. ZR1 is going to win. I can already tell.
And by this point, I think you know what I'm about to say.
Oh, yeah. Man, I think I drove this car in my dreams.
Yeah.
Easy win. This was not even close. Boom.
Oh, wow. GT3 second. Oh.
Oh, it's a win for the
134.9.
ZR1. And that is a huge win. Not just because of how far back the 2 other cars are, but because this is a production car lap record around Sonoma Raceway. Earned clearly by GM because the Corvette was as fast or faster than the other cars in just about every segment around the track. That is how you get it done. Ty Schmei. Bravo, GM. Wow.
Yo, stop glazing.
The
I'm
Porsche
hating.
is an agonizing 2.345 seconds behind. And
I'm
that
hating
all
so
came
hard.
down to its lack of power.
What do you mean lack? It's not supposed to be a super duper 1200 horsepower. Bitch, I'm about to crash. I'm just playing.
It was remarkably evenly matched to the Corvette in cornering and braking. The only place the Corvette's advantage
Is in the
shrank over the
straights.
911 were the brief moments on the way out of corners.
So wait until the do this again in a couple months when the GT2 RS comes out, please, and come back to this clip and tell them how I told them that the GT2 RS only needs 840 horsepower, and it will smoke the ZR1.
Where the rear engine car was helped
Title
by
of this video: 3RS Glazer can't believe 3RS isn't the king no more.
its superior ability.
No,
to
I
put
can.
power
I
to
could
the
call it
ground.
before the video even started. The
And
car
then
has
there's
double the
Mustang.
horsepower.
When compared to the Corvette ZR1,
Like all cope aside, like even if I wasn't biased, it's literally just on paper. It's not a race. Thank you, Nichols, for the 3 minutes. Appreciate you. Can the 2017 GT2 RS smoke the ZR1? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that shit is like 7 something. But the circuit isn't all straightaways. Yeah, but Walmart, where does the car excel at? He literally just said every corner was identical to each other, but the ZR1 pulls away in the straights. Can you hear me chewing? But yeah. Nah, actually, I fuck with that. I really do like the ZR1. I'm just being a Porsche bias boy, but I respect that shit. The fact that an American company can finally come in and do some damage is very impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
There was no sector.
Still, ZR1 is still gonna be the GT3 RS I feel? Nah.
The GTD was faster.
Like, all right, like, why do you feel that way? Like, I not even like removing the bias. Like, just like logic, right? Just logic. No bias. Just logic. Fuck Porsche. Fuck Chevrolet. If a car has 1,200 horsepower, 830 something pound-feet of torque, and a car has 500 horsepower and however much pound-feet of torque, wouldn't you expect the 1,200 horsepower car to win? Like just in general, period? Right? Yes. Okay. So if that 500 horsepower something car can keep up, sort of, with a 1,200 horsepower car, do you think that car, that same 500 horsepower car with a little more horsepower, won't keep up and beat the 1,200 horsepower car? I'm just asking. No bias, just a question. If that 500 horsepower car suddenly becomes 900, you don't think that it would beat the car that it's already keeping up with at 500 horsepower? Logic, no bias. Fuck Porsche, fuck Chevy. Not really. How does that make any sense? Are you thinking logically though? Like, are you thinking logically or emotionally? Because if you're thinking logically, if 500 horsepower is still keeping up with 1,200, that 500 boosts up to 700, 800, 900, they're not going to be, like, it's logic. It just makes sense. But I might be wrong. The ZR1 might fucking dog walk the GT2 RS, which I don't think is going to happen. But I could be wrong. I'm human. I just know that when that GT2 RS motherfucker go out, that shit going to be there. Anyway, let's continue.
A little less clear cut when you compare the GTD with the Porsche.
Yo, Ray.
So
that is you.
Line,
yes, let's do it, please. And I want to even that 3. I gotta take that 3. You know what I'm saying?
Racing turn 10, the GTD's downforce helped it match or even slightly outpace the Porsche.
Wait, let me see. What did he say?
With the Porsche. A little less clear cut when you compare the GTD with the Porsche.
So, and an example already. I get that this car is 4,000 pounds, right? So that's, it actually, no, that point doesn't make sense. Power to weight ratio in general is 4,000 pounds. Even if it has more horsepower, it's power to weight. So never mind, fuck it.
Mustang was quicker in a straight line, so it would start to catch the Porsche each time under power. And in the faster corners, like the hair-raising turn 10, the GTD's downforce helped it match or even slightly outpace the Porsche. Coming out of 10, the Mustang was less than a second behind the 911. But then it went into 11, the slowest corner on the track, and it lost a massive 0.6 of a second. It made some of that up on the drag race to the finish line. This is so fire, though. Ultimately finished 1.4 seconds behind the Porsche, 3.8 long seconds behind the winning
Chat, what's
Corvette.
the ZR1X? Is it not out yet? Is it going to be an even faster version with more horsepower?
Like many of the large, wide-open tracks in America that favor
this shit is gorgeous.
power,
I'm not that biased, bro. I would still buy this car. Like I like
more,
this a lot.
And the Porsche would have struggled even more. But you'd have
the ZR1X is 1,200. Isn't this 1,200 though?
To get these 3 cars' lap times to converge. Here, at a track that's representative of what you might see on.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
Horsepower advantage would have helped it even more, and the Porsche would have struggled even more. But
I'm sorry, my bad.
Corvette.
What is he saying?
At a less technical track, like many of the large, wide-open tracks in America that favor big power, the Corvette's horsepower advantage would have helped it even more.
Of course.
And the Porsche would have struggled even more.
Of course.
But you'd have to get to somewhere like Germany's Nürburgring to get these 3 cars' lap times to converge. Here, at a track that's representative of what you might see on a track day, this is a very clear finishing order. And it's not even close to a tie.
Well, wait, why does it sound like he's like sort of like why does it sound like he's sort of biased too though? Like, why does it sound like he biased towards the ZR1? Like, am I tripping? Or does it sound like he's biased? Like, and it's not even a tie. Bitch, what you mean? All right, so it's just true. Yes, but like, why did you add and it's not even a tie? Like, why was that? You know what I'm saying? ZR1 is 1064. ZR1X is 1200. Oh my god. It's not. I'm not talking about the gap. I know it's. Oh my god. I feel like y'all don't understand. Like y'all be choosing not to understand what I'm saying. Remove the bias. He said, listen to this. This doesn't sound.
And it's not even close to a tie.
So it's to me, y'all might just not just be smart, not in an offensive way, but like I see deeper than just words. The way he just said that shit, right, is as if they were already at a tie, and he favors the ZR1, and since they're not a tie, that makes him happy, and it's not even a tie. Like y'all, man, I ain't about to. You know what I'm saying? Wait to that GT2, motherfucker. Wait, bitch. Yo. Ooh, I cannot wait. I can't wait. Yo, Porsche, hurry up, bro. I'm about to call my mans over at Porsche. I don't have a mans over at Porsche. But I'm gonna call somebody. Shit. Maybe, but he is just kind of emphasizing the point about how the Nürburgring was a tie, and here it's not. But it wasn't a tie. The Porsche was slightly faster, and then it was a ZR1, and then it was a GTD. It wasn't a tie. He said it in the beginning of the video. You can end the YouTube video now, by the way, because we're just going to have a discussion where I defend myself for being a Porsche guy, a Porsche fanboy, and I'm coping that the ZR1 is faster. Actually, I don't even care that much. Chill before you pull an ass muscle. Ass whippy. See? What did he say? See how he biased the Porsche at Mercedes USA. There's no Mercedes right now besides the AMG one that's on the track. I saw the sickest Porsche 992 Rally Pure sound video. You gotta react to that. That actually sounds fire. I plead you to watch Street Burner's second popular vid in YouTube. What's that? What's your stream schedule? It's just whenever I decide to press the button, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Did we lag today? We didn't. That's good. I could join VC and explain it to you the long way, but I can't type here because it's too long. What do you mean? The GT2 shit? No, you're not wrong, Jay. The GT3 RS has 400 horsepower slower than the ZR1 and it's still lost by 2 seconds. But like even that sentence, right? Like that doesn't sound crazy to y'all? That it has that much less horsepower and it's still 2 seconds is a lot, but it's only 2 seconds in the grand scheme of things. Because that car has the same amount of horsepower as a stock GTR R35. I don't think an R35 will lose to the ZR1X by 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the engineering, the quality. I have to explain it. What Discord are you in, Walmart? I want to hear this. What Discord? Well, we can actually join my Discord. Hold on, let me see before I leak the shit. I want you to explain to me. It's not gonna change my mind, but I want to hear what you got. I want to hear it. I'm gonna join. Joel, I'll be back. I don't know if you're still here, but I want to join. All right, I'm gonna join one. You probably could. I don't know if you can see this. Just join one of the things, and I'll drag you. She got a monster. Did I leak it? Am I leaking? 2 seconds track wise is a lot. It is, but y'all purposefully choose not to understand what I'm saying, and it's so frustrating. I said that already. I literally said that 2 seconds is a lot. But in comparison, oh God, never mind. Oh my God. It's like you don't want to listen. You don't want to hear me. You guys never listen to me. Why did Perry the Platypus get banned? What did he say? Well, Walmart, you're here. Okay. Hey, Walmart, what's up? Now talk to me. I want to hear what you have to say. Let me hear it, please. Okay. And wait, what is the topic though? What did you want to explain? What did we?
Wait, so we were talking about like how the what was it? They were tied on the Nürburgring, but not here.
Not tied though. They were slightly off different times. The Porsche was slightly faster.
Well, I'm saying that they're tied.
No, they're 2 seconds apart each one. So I think the
Porsche no, but let me explain. Let me explain why it's a tie. Why a 2 second gap is a tie there, but not a tie here. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that the lap times at the Nürburgring, they're a lot longer than the laps at Sonoma Raceway or whatever it was called here.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that the percentages of the gap compared to the lap time is a lot larger here than in the Nürburgring because the Nürburgring is just so long and the lap time. So lap times in the Nürburgring are like what, 7 minutes or something like that? So 2 seconds out of 7 minutes is a lot more than 2 seconds out of a minute 30.
Oh, I get what you're saying. No, I didn't know
so
that's
that
what
means
you
that
meant.
the gap. Yeah. So that means that like the gap, even though like in time and in distance is about the same, like percentage-wise, it's just not.
It's not that
even
big
close.
of a difference. I get what you're saying. I didn't know that's what you were saying. I
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say.
I get that. My point is that this car has half the horsepower, and 2 seconds is a lot on that track because it's not that long of a time, like not that long of a lap, right? 2 seconds is a lot of time, but relatively, a car that has half the horsepower is only 2 seconds behind. That's insane.
Well, you could go into like other forms of comparing the two cars, right? Like you can go into price, you can go into like what exactly they were made for, but like obviously it's down on power, obviously, but also the Corvette, you could say the Corvette put its like R&D into different parts of it, like maybe more into power instead of into aero or something like that.
But then if we're gonna do that, then we can't compare the two cars. We have to wait until the GT2 RS comes out because
well, yeah, but like I'm just saying
that car has like more focus on not just corners, because GT3 RS is just a track car. It's not supposed to be a straight line car in any sort of the word. ZR1 is 0 to 60, but it's just fast though. Like 0 to 60 is one of the fastest times out right now. So if you're saying that the R&D goes into different sections, the R&D for the GT3 RS, I'm sure, I don't work for Porsche, but I'm sure it's just aero and just being on the track. ZR1 is, okay, we're going to do a little bit of aero, we're going to do a little bit of top speed, that's fine. But GT2 RS is coming too, the boosted version of the GT3 RS with more horsepower, which would focus on, let's say, straight line speed, more horsepower. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's like saying...
Yeah. So after that, I had a point about the GT2 RS. So it will be, well, I don't know how much more powerful it will be, like maybe 600, 700, I don't know how much power. But what I was saying about the GT2 RS that's going to be different from the GT3 RS is that because of the turbos and like the new engine or whatever, however it's going to be, if it's hybrid or whatever, I don't know. But that's going to change the weight distribution and possibly like the frame of the car a lot because it takes extra space to fit those things in there. So
that's true.
The aero's going to change, the weight distribution is going to change. It's going to be a lot different of a car. So we can't really say that just because it gets boosted to like 800 horsepower, because that's not how it works.
Well, this part is speculation. We can't actually argue about this because there's no real facts. But my assumption would be they see the ZR1 killing shit, they're not going to drop the car and not make it perfect. And they were going to make it perfect regardless because it's Porsche, but they're not going to just slap turbos on it and, you know, not change the aero up to compensate for the different weight distribution. You know what I'm saying? So
well, yeah, they can compensate, but like it's still just gonna be like different driving dynamics, no matter how small. So we can't really say that just because it's gonna boost up to 800 horsepower, it's gonna be better.
Well, just my logic on it is if I get that, I agree. But my logic is if that GT3 RS at this current horsepower level. And obviously, if you add horsepower to the car, like just as it is, it's only just going to spin tires and be ridiculous. So they're going to have to compensate for that. But in my mind, the compensation is going to be done because Porsche does an amazing job, right? So
I work for Porsche or something.
No, he's on the side of ZR1 right now.
I'm arguing the other side.
Porsche. All I know is when it's going to be a very exciting time. Like all bias aside, this is just kind of exciting in general, just to, you know, have something to speak about in terms of cars. I'm excited about that. But I do think that GT2 RS is going to be a monster because history is going to repeat itself. When the GT3 RS of the 991 generation dropped, I can't really remember, so this is just me guessing.
Walmart, he makes the cars in the factory. Okay.
I agree as well. I believe that it was fast, and the GT2 RS came and shattered the record. Yeah, for sure. The GT2 RS came and shattered the record.
Wait.
That last,
what I
the
said?
991. What? That you make ZR1s?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You agree with that?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
But the GT2 RS, the 991 GT2 RS, shattered the record, and that was at what 700 some horsepower, which was 200 more than the GT3 RS. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But your point, I understand that. I just didn't know what you meant.
I mean, even if we think about it, could the GT2 RS have that much more power?
Yes, for sure.
How much more power could it have?
A lot.
Because like, how much does the last GT2 RS have?
700.
How much does this GT3 have?
530, 5 something like that.
Because like what I'm worried about now is that like it's so much smaller and so much lighter that like adding enough parts to make it reliably 600, 700, 800 horsepower is just gonna like pull the weight off way too hard.
No, I don't. I think technology is in an insane place right now. When you look at the SF90 from Ferrari, you look at the 296 from Ferrari, those are high horsepower cars, but they still get the job done. I don't know the track times for those cars because those aren't like the track versions, but it's gonna be. They're gonna like do something insane. I would be surprised if it's not 800.
Is it gonna be hybrid?
850.
I forgot.
I don't know. They do hybrid turbos. They don't necessarily do hybrid cars when it comes to like that, like 911s. But I'm excited though. It's gonna be crazy. But that goddamn GT3 RS, I'm standing by my original statement that the GT3 RS will smoke the ZR1. Now the ZR1X is a different story because that's even more horsepower. But
we'll have to see.
We're gonna have to see. That's all we got to do. But anyway, yeah. Thank you for that interesting perspective, my guy.
I was gonna say something. Never mind.
What are you gonna say?
I completely brain froze there. So oh well.
What were you gonna say?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna holler at you later, man.
Yeah, man.
Peace. Monster meat. That I'm telling you. I understand what he's saying though. I understood it before he said it, but I didn't know what he meant when he was saying it in the chat.
The cars.
He did make the cars though. Yeah, that's why he's going so hard for the ZR1. Cool Kid, the favela dingaling king. Excuse me. I do love me some Brazilian women. I ain't gonna lie to you. What the fuck is your brother doing? He's listening to a song. It looks like you said sent you what? What?
I sent something. Look, take a look. You won't be disappointed.
On my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
A little quick peek.